Welcome back to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. You know, all we could ask you to do is send us your photos so we could share them in the segment we call Pennsylvania People and Places. And starting things off this morning is Bob Tighe of Bloomsburg and the walleye that he caught just before the January 6th snowstorm. He was fishing on the Susquehanna River. Bob's walleye measured 26 inches in length and was caught on a minnow and a jig. Great catch, Bob. John Stuck of Freeberg, Snyder County, was predator hunting with his buddy Rob Rigia on December 13th, and they had a very good night. John shot this coyote while at their first stand, a gray fox on the second stand, and a red fox at their third calling location. He was using a Rock River Arms 223 and a Mossberg 935 12-gauge shotgun. And he was also using Night Eyes lights and a Fox Pro collar. Way to go, John. Here's Gary Muhl of Fleetwood and the buck that he shot on November 19th while hunting in Schuylkill County. Gary's buck had 9 points and an 18 7/8 inch spread, and that was the inside spread. And guess what? It rough scored 161 inches. He shot it at a distance of 25 yards with his Raven crossbow, and he estimates the buck to be at least 6.5 years old. Brothers Kaden and Rory Muhl of Clark Summit are seen here with the bucks that they shot on the opening day of the rifle season. They were hunting with their grandfather, Dick Bednarczyk, in Wayne County. Caden's buck had 6 points, while Rory's buck sported 7. Both boys downed their bucks with a Mossberg Youth Model 243. Congratulations on those great bucks, boys. Next, we see Amy Ginger of Tunkhannock and her very first deer. She shot this on the last day of the rifle season. Amy's doe was shot at a distance of 130 yards with her late grandfather's Remington 600 6mm, and they were hunting in Burchardville, Susquehanna County. Congratulations on your first deer, Amy. Here's 12-year-old Austin Nichols of Wilkes-Barre and his very first deer. Austin's buck had 8 points and was shot while hunting with his father, Robert, in Luzerne County. Next, we see Sam Raup of Bloomsburg and the pair of roosters that he shot while hunting with his grandfather, Tim Mosel, in Columbia County. Sam was able to down his ringnecks with the help of his 8-month-old chocolate lab retriever, Gus. Letha Monkowski of Sugarloaf is seen here with the buck that she shot on the second Saturday of the rifle season. Letha's buck was shot with a 6.5 Creedmoor, and she was hunting in Wapwallopin. Here's Jamie Conyer of Catawissa and the fisher that he trapped off of his property in Columbia County. Jamie's male fisher weighed 14 pounds and was caught using a field trap and beaver scent. We'll end things this week with Steve Pyatt of Sayre, Bradford County. Steve fulfilled a hunting dream when he bagged this beautiful mountain goat while hunting in Alaska last September. It didn't come easy. After a 3,500-foot ascent from Prince William Sound to the Jabid Peaks where the goat resides. It was all over but to pack down the mountain after an 80-yard shot with his .300 Winchester Magnum. That's a beautiful photo. Congratulations on that hunt of a lifetime, Steve. And with all of our successful sportsmen out there, we'll put a close to this week's edition of Pennsylvania People and Places. Congratulations, Stephen, to every one of them. Unbelievable trophies, whether it's fishing, hunting, it's your trophy. Send us your photo. You can do that very easily by going to WNEP.com/POL. Click on the slideshow, submit your photo with enough information so we can tell your story. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.